So we've got a little chair practice for you today. Go ahead and find a chair that doesn't have any arms, and then give yourself some room. See if you can find a nice stationary spot so you're not wobbling the whole time. I might wobble a little bit today. But you want to have your chair solid and stable underneath you. Now, as always, when we're doing these videos, I cannot see you. So make sure that you're really focusing in to take care of yourself today. The goal here is not to push through pain, not to create ripping, tearing, shooting, cramping pain. That means you've gone too far. So please just pay attention to your body as we go through this nice, gentle chair practice to move your body just a little bit. Let's start with a breath. So bring one hand to your belly and the other hand to your chest. And just take a couple of breaths here. You don't have to change anything. You can even close your eyes. I'm not doing anything fancy. But when you inhale, feel your rib cage expand. Maybe your belly pushes out. When you exhale, feel that contraction through your abdomen, your rib cage relaxing. Just take a couple of breaths here on purpose. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth if you can. That nice long exhale. Can we do two more? Just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, bringing your attention into your body right here. Maybe one more time. Now, if you like, you can open your eyes and follow along. I'm going to do the practice with you. Bring your hands together at your chest to start. When you inhale, you're just going to reach your arms straight up toward the ceiling as high as you can go. When you exhale, bring your arms back down that center line of your body. So just stay sitting upright. When you inhale, reach up toward the ceiling as far as your shoulders feel good. When you exhale, bring those arms back down that center line of your body. So if you can, breathe in through your nose, reaching up high. Breathe out through your mouth, arms come down. Let's do two more, just like that. You don't have to lift very high. We're just warming up your shoulders. Maybe one more time. Perfect. Now let your arms come down by your sides. Shake your arms out a little bit. And then let your arms rest down by your sides here. Point your thumbs towards your legs to start. When you inhale, you're going to rotate your thumbs forward and then out to the sides and as far back as it feels good, squeezing your shoulder blades together behind your back. When you exhale, come back to that starting spot, thumbs towards your legs. So again, like that, inhale, rotating your thumbs back. You can go faster or slower than I am. Just try and pay attention. If you can, the entire time you inhale, rotating your thumbs back, opening across your chest. Exhale, thumbs towards your legs, relaxing those shoulders. Two more. Breathing in through your nose if you can. And out through your mouth. Maybe one more time. You make this as big or as small as it feels good. Now just roll your shoulders a little bit. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty crunchy today. All right, now bring your hands out towards your knees and just let your hands rest on your knees. I'm going to turn, but you stay where you are. Just want you to be able to see my back. So when you exhale, what you're going to do is move your spine. Pull your belly button in, round your back, maybe squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. When you inhale, sit up nice and tall and pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Now let's repeat that movement. Exhale, rounding your back, pulling your belly button in. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Maybe two more like that. Exhale, rounding your back, pulling that belly button in. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Maybe one more time. And then just roll those shoulders again. Oh, still crunchy for me. Yikes. All right. So now we're going to move the arms, but just one arm at a time. So if you can, bend your right elbow. If you're used to playing with me, you may be used to me doing the opposite. I'm not doing the opposite here, so don't get confused. You're moving your right arm. Good news is, since you're watching this video, you can choose whichever arm that is. Now on your next inhale, you're just gonna raise that right arm straight up toward the ceiling as high as you can. When you exhale, bend your elbow back down by your side. So if you need to reach forward so that your shoulder is comfortable, do that. Just pay attention. Now we're gonna add a head turn. See if we can do this. Straighten your arm, turn your chin towards your armpit. When you exhale, bring that elbow down, turn your chin the opposite direction so you can stretch across the side of your neck. So inhale, reaching up, chin towards your armpit. Exhale, pulling it down, turn your chin the opposite direction. Maybe 2 more like that. And if you can, breathe in through your nose. And then breathe out through your mouth. Now, straighten that right arm like you're going to reach down to the floor. If you can, rotate your thumb toward the wall behind you so your palm is up. You want to get that stretch across your shoulder again. So if you like, turn your chin to the left here. You find the stretch that feels good. Taking a breath or 2. And then let your hand come back to your lap, your head come back to center, and then feel the difference. All right, I feel a little crooked. So we're gonna do the other side now. This time you're gonna bend your left elbow and just start by moving your arm. Don't worry about your head. When you inhale, you're just reaching straight up toward the ceiling as high as you can. When you exhale, pull that elbow down. So inhale, reaching up. If you need to reach forward so your shoulder feels good, do that. Exhale, pulling your elbow down. Now we're gonna add that head turn. So reach up, turn your chin towards your armpit. When you exhale, pull that elbow down. At the same time, turn your chin to the right. So inhale, reaching up, chin towards your armpit. Exhale, pulling it back down, turn your chin the opposite direction. Only if it feels good. 2 more. If you can, breathe out through your mouth. And breathe in through your nose. All right, now reach that left arm all the way down by your side. See if you can turn your palm up. Maybe reaching back behind you just a little bit. And then turn your chin away from your reach. We're aiming to get a little stretch along the side of your neck, the top of your shoulder. So you pay attention to where you feel it. Now let your hand come back to your lap and roll those shoulders 1 more time. I hope that feels better. All right, now this time you're gonna bring your hands down your legs. You fold forward just as far as it feels good. You can round your back as much as you like. Just tuck your chin and then slowly walk your hands back up your legs, taking your time. Maybe you roll your shoulders a little bit. There we go. We just are gonna keep checking in with those shoulders as we go. All right, now we're gonna work the legs just a little bit. So if you can, what you're gonna do is you're just going to straighten that right leg straight out onto the floor. Now, if you can't get completely straight, that's okay. You might be a little stiff today. We're focusing on the foot. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna point your right toes toward the floor and then flex your right foot. Go back and forth a couple of times, pointing and flexing. You can rest your heel on the floor. I can't because you can't see my foot. All right, maybe one more time. Point and flex. And then set that right foot flat down onto the floor. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So just stretch your left leg out. Your heel can rest on the floor. All you're gonna do is point your toes and then flex your foot. If you feel like showing off, you can hold that leg up, but it's a little extra work, not necessary. You breathe however you need. Just go back and forth a couple more times. Waking up that ankle, your shin, your calf. And then bend your left knee and set your left foot flat down onto the floor. All right, now we're gonna do both legs-ish. So start with both feet flat on the floor. When you inhale, you're just gonna lift both heels, pointing your toes toward the floor. When you exhale, set your heels all the way down. So that's it. The entire time you inhale, pointing your toes toward the floor. The entire time you exhale, pressing your heels toward the floor. See if you can do this a couple more times. Feeling the backs of your calves working. One more time. All right. Now your heels get to stay on the floor. If you like, you can move your feet forward just a little bit. But this time you're going to lift your toes up off the floor when you inhale, and then set your toes back down. So again, just lift your toes as high as it feels good, and then set them back down. You should feel your shins working a little bit more. So inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering down. You might be going faster than me, that's okay, but just pay attention as you move. The next time both feet are flat, let your feet stay flat. Now I'm really going to challenge you. We're going to do a little brain work here. So maybe don't watch me. It might be confusing to watch and try and do. But if you can, what you're going to do is lift your right heel up off the floor. So you're pointing your right toes, and then lift your left toes up off the floor. So one heel is up, your opposite foot, the toes are up. When you exhale, you're going to set both feet flat, and then you're going to switch. So your right toes come up, that left heel comes up, and then exhale, both feet flat. This is the hard part. Try and find that exhale. When you inhale, you're lifting one heel and your opposite toes. When you exhale, both feet are flat. And then switch when you inhale. Exhale, both feet are flat. Now go slow. Try not to rush it. Really paying attention. What we're doing is connecting both halves of your brain. Takes a little focus. All right. The next time both feet are flat, let your feet stay flat. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. All right, now we're going to do a little bit more work for the legs, for your quadriceps. So again, with the right leg, when you exhale, you're just going to straighten that right leg out in front of you as far as you can. Maybe flex your foot. When you inhale, bend your knee all the way to the floor. Okay? So again, like that, exhale, straightening your leg, pushing out through the heel of your foot. When you inhale, set that foot all the way down. Do this a couple more times. Just feeling this big muscle in your thigh working. You don't have to go very far. But if you can, the next time your leg is straight, keep your leg straight. You're just going to point your toes. And then flex your foot. You got to breathe. Again, like that. Point and flex. I'm going to have you do it one more time. Point and flex. Nice. Now bend your knee. Can you feel that muscle? We're going to stretch out that big quadricep muscle now. So don't worry about the left leg, we'll get there. But what I'm going to have you do is scoot over to the right side of your chair just a little bit. Try and hold the seat of your chair with your left hand and step your right foot back someplace that feels comfortable and stable. Think about pointing your knee toward the floor. Even if your foot is way forward, that's okay. You find the spot that feels comfortable. All right? So once you feel solid and stable, you're just going to move your right arm. On your next inhale, raise that right arm up toward the ceiling, only as high as it feels good. When you exhale, bring your right arm back down. So again, like that, inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, bring your arm back down. If you can, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Can we do two more? Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming back down. One more time. Only go as high as it feels good. Now when you bring that arm down, reach back, grab your leg, pull it all the way forward, and scoot back toward the center of your chair. Now bring your hands to your legs, walk your hands down your legs, find an even stretch along your back. You don't have to go very far. And then slowly sit all the way up, taking your time. Now as you come up to sitting, if you're feeling really dizzy today, just hang out for a minute, take a breath. And when the room stops spinning, we can start on this other leg. Since you're watching a video, you can even pause the video, but please do your other leg so you're not crooked forever. All right? So if you remember, we're going to start just exhaling, straightening that left leg, pushing out through your heel. When you inhale, set your foot all the way down. So again, like that, exhale, breathing out through your mouth, straightening that leg. Inhale, bending your knee, your foot comes all the way down. Let's do that a couple more times. Exhale, straightening. Inhale, bending. Maybe 2 more. Exhale, straightening. Inhale, bending. Last one. Straighten that leg. Now, if you can't, keep your legs straight out. You're just going to point your toes and then flex your foot. Go back and forth a couple of times, pointing and flexing. Keep breathing. Let's do it one more time. Point and flex. Feel that leg working. Now bend your knee. Set your foot all the way down. All right, now we get to stretch this leg out. So scoot over to the left side of your chair. I have a very slippery chair, so I'm hanging on nice and strong. Your right foot should be flat on the floor. Hold on to the chair with your right hand. Just step your left foot back someplace that feels comfortable. If you're in a tight spot, just use the space that you have. Now when you inhale, you're going to raise that left arm up only as high as it feels good. When you exhale, bring your left arm back down. Okay? You figure out what feels good. Reaching up high. Exhale, bringing that arm back down. If you can, maybe 2 more. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, one more time. All right. Now reach back. Grab that leg. Pull it all the way forward and scoot back toward the center of your chair. This time you're going to open your feet a little wider than hip distance away from each other. Again, both feet are flat, solid, and stable. See if you can bring your arms down the insides of your legs. Now you don't have to go very far, but as you fold forward, try and press your arms, press your elbows toward your legs so you get that stretch on the inside muscles of your legs. Taking a breath or 2 here. Try and relax your neck. You don't have to watch me. Now slowly sit all the way up. Use your arms however you need. And then walk your feet all the way together. So get your big toes to touch each other, your heels together, your knees squeezing together to start. All right, here's another challenge, folks. We're going to do a complex movement, 2 things at the same time. Start by bringing your hands to the outsides of your legs. And you're going to press just a little bit with your hands so your legs have some resistance. When you inhale, open those knees as wide as you can through that resistance. Let your legs win. Now bring your hands to the insides of your legs. Pushing just a little bit with your hands. Squeeze your knees all the way together. Now hands on the outsides of your legs. Opening your knees wide, giving that little bit of resistance. And then hands on the insides of your legs, squeezing your knees together. If you can't, 2 more, just like that. Make sure you're breathing. There's no special breath here. Whatever feels good. Okay, one more time. Nice. All right. Now make a little space between your feet, a little space between your knees. Hands can rest on your knees. You're just going to round your back here, finding that stretch along your spine that feels good. And then sit up nice and tall. Maybe roll your shoulders again. All right. So we're going to do just a couple little twists, but we're going to start really small. So try and keep your chest facing forward. You're just going to turn your chin. On your next exhalation, turn your chin to the right, just as far as it feels good. When you inhale, bring that chin forward. And then exhale, turn your chin the other direction. On your inhale, bring your chin forward. Let's repeat that. On your exhale, breathe out through your mouth, turning your chin. On your inhale, bring your chin forward, breathing in through your nose. So again, like that. Maybe one more time on each side. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, untwisting. One more time. Now, if you went faster than me, Make sure you're even. You've twisted to both sides equally before you stop. All right. Now, if you have enough room, what you're going to do is go ahead and hold on to your opposite elbows here. We're going to do another little twist. Your hips stay solid and stable on your chair. When you exhale, you're going to twist your arms, your chest, your chin to the right. When you inhale, untwist. Now exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, untwisting. You don't have to go very far. Try not to force the movement. Just finding a little space along your back, your shoulders. Exhale, twisting to the other side. Really pay attention to your body as you move. If it feels good, let's do one more time on each side. Just twisting through the center of your body. Feeling those abdominal muscles working just a little bit. When you've had enough, when you feel even, come back to the center. Let your arms come to your legs. We're going to do another little forward bend. So walk your hands down your legs. Only go as far as it feels good. Now if you can, keep folding over your legs. Relax your neck. Bring both hands to your right leg and let your nose drop towards your right knee. Try and find that place where gravity is doing the work. If you can't breathe, that means you've gone too far. Come back. All right, now walk your hands back to the center. And then bring both hands to your other leg. Let your nose drop toward that left knee here. Keep breathing, paying attention to what you need here. And then bring your hands back to the center. Slowly, slowly. Your head's been low for a while, so take your time sitting all the way up. As you come back up to sitting, take a breath. Feel your body here. All right. Now just bring your hands to your belly. We're going to do a little movement, mostly focusing on the breath. On your next inhale, just keep your hands low. Open your hands out to the side. Stick your belly way out. When you exhale, pull your belly button in. Bring your hands to your belly. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, hands stay low. Just open your hands out to the side, breathing in through your nose. Exhale, pull that belly button in, breathing out through your mouth. If it feels okay, 2 more. Doesn't have to be much. 1 more time. Nice. Now just take a free breath. And then bring your hands up to your opposite shoulders like you're giving yourself a hug. We could all use a hug today, right? All right, so when you inhale, you're going to keep your elbows bent. Just open your arms out to the sides. This time push your chest forward. When you exhale, give yourself another little hug. Maybe tuck your chin here. So inhale, arms go wide. Push your chest forward. When you exhale, give yourself a little hug. Tuck your chin. If it feels good, 2 more. Just finding all that space in your rib cage. Big breath in. Exhale, hug. 1 more time if it feels good. All right. Now let your arms relax. Maybe roll those shoulders. Take a free breath. And what I'd like you to do here is tuck your chin just a little bit. Bring your hands to the top of your head and try and let your elbows come toward each other in front of your nose. Now this is our starting spot. When you inhale, you're going to reach your arms down by your sides. At the same time, lift your chin toward the ceiling, stretching through your throat, reaching through your fingertips. Exhale, tuck your chin, hands to the top of your head, elbows towards your nose. So inhale, reaching back. Nice big inhale, stretching through your throat. Exhale, tuck your chin, hands to the top of your head. If it feels good, 2 more. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, hands to the top of your head. 1 more time. Nice. Now let your arms come down. roll your shoulders. And then bring one hand to your chest and the other hand to your belly again. We're not doing any movement, so you can close your eyes here. Just feel your body move as you breathe. Let that inhale be nice and big and open, bringing in all the air that you need. When you exhale, feel that little contraction through your belly, your rib cage relaxes. Long, smooth exhale. Just take a couple of breaths. As you breathe, take a moment and bring to mind something that you are grateful for. Could be one thing, could be many things. Just take a minute to recognize the gifts, all that you have right now. Recognizing even the gift of this breath. Now let your arms relax. Maybe roll your shoulders. Since you're watching at home, maybe you feel really calm and you're ready to go take a nap. So you can just roll over and take a nap. But please, take good care of yourself. Thanks for playing.